Hi Capricorn, welcome to my channel. This is your weekly reading for November 3rd through the 9th. We're going to see what energy is coming up for you and get some advice. All right, Spirit for Capricorn. All right, we are starting out with the Death card and the Two of Cups. You've got the Eight of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Three of Wands, the High Priestess, the Page of Swords, and the Four of Wands. All right, just taking a look around the room here. You've got two major arcana cards. You've got cups, wands, swords, no pentacles here. So pentacles are from the physical world. So let's get right into this, Capricorn. So your current energy is, you've got the Death card. So something is ending, something is over, and something is coming up in its place. I feel like, yeah, your recent past, you have the Seven of Cups. So it's like there was so many, I'm getting there were so many choices, but there was a lot of confusion going on with it. And really the choices weren't anything to write home about, is what I'm getting. So that's why you're in this situation here, just kind of going through this new cycle. And I think this is a really good thing. The Death card isn't a bad thing because, you know, that's how we learn and grow. And that's just life. Life is full of cycle after cycle. So that's what you're going through. The Sun shows up here in this card. So, you know, once the cycle is complete and you accept that what's happening, you're going to get some clarity. I think joy is going to come out of this. The challenge here that you have the Two of Cups. So I'm feeling like there's a little, something's off between you and somebody else that's really important to you. There's kind of a conflict I'm getting. Some kind of a conflict about this new energy coming up, this new cycle. So I don't think it's a bad thing. I just think that somebody in your life doesn't quite understand really, and maybe they weren't here for the confusing part, you know, in the past, and maybe they're just seeing the part today. So yeah, I wouldn't give too much weight to that, but just know that that's what's coming up for me. You've got the Eight of Wands, and this is in the area from the energy coming from below of what you need to focus on. And really need to focus on what kind of energy you're putting out into the world. You know, are you putting good energy? Are you putting bad energy? Do people want to be around you? Are they running from you because they just, you know, can't take the negativity? But so yeah, really pay attention to what kind of energy you are giving the world, because it's karma, right? What you put out, you're going to get back. So you want to put out good karma. You want to put out the good energy so that that's what gets returned to you. Your strength, you've got the Knight of Cups here. So I'm feeling like your strength is like emotion. Like you have a lot of emotions. I mean, obviously the energy here with the wands, there's a lot of energy, and I'm just feeling like you have a lot of emotions to give, and I feel like you give those to the right people. So yeah, I'm feeling some kind of, I don't know, I feel like this person who doesn't quite understand that it's going to be okay, because like you have the ability to, you know, try to show them the truth, show them what happened, show them the history of this. And that's a skill that you have. That's a strength. It's not really like convincing them of what's going on right now, but it's just like filling them in on the whole entire story, because they're not seeing the whole entire story. This is in the area of your near future, and you've got the Ace of Wands. So you've got some new energy coming in the near future. You know, obviously once this cycle ends and a new one starts, there's going to be new energy. And I'm feeling like this energy is going to be really positive, and it's going to create like inspiration. And I think that's, really what you need to focus on here is what energy are you putting out right now? Because that is what is going to happen in your near future. That exact energy is going to show up in your life in the near future. Your advice, you have the Three of Wands here. So really need to think about the long-term goals, not just today or tomorrow, but, just, I don't know, Spirit's saying just kind of think about your 1-year plan, 5-year plan, and so on. Yeah, we need to live in the moment. We need to be present, but we also need to, kind of set our future up the way that we want. And I feel like this is showing up in your advice because I'm feeling like in the past you kind of neglected to do that because there was so many choices and options that you kind of got lost in the shuffle. So yeah. And this is your environment or people who could be influencing you. You've got the High Priestess. And Capricorn, I think this is you as the High Priestess using your intuition, because whatever this was, the confusion, you used your intuition. You figured out that, oh my gosh, this isn't working. I need to let it to rest and move forward. And, I think that's why this person isn't really seeing the full picture, because part of this, why you're moving into this new cycle, is because that is how you felt. That's your intuition. And until people understand, that I'm going off of my gut feeling, my gut is saying this, they're not going to see the full picture. And Capricorn, I think it's really cool that if you are using your gut to align your gut, your mind, and your heart up to any decision that you make, because if one of them isn't on board, then I scratch it, because if my heart's not there or my mind isn't there, like, it's just not going to work. So my gut has to be aligned with everything else for personally my life to work. Anyways, the Page of Swords here, this is showing up in your hopes or fears. And I feel like you hope for new ideas. You hope for to continue to be curious, to continue to want to learn and grow, to continue to want to move on in life. And, I don't see a problem here. I think that you will continue to do that. So, yeah, I think that that's great that showed up in your hopes and fears, because it's telling me really that you have like this sense of like balance, that you're strong, and that, this is better than where I was, and wherever it ends up it's gonna be good for me. So yeah, you just have that courage already. You've got the Four of Wands, and this is in the area of your your potential outcome. So I'm feeling like there is like celebration coming. There's stability and happiness coming. Yeah, like this is over with, Capricorn. This new cycle, it's like you are just going to be so full of abundance. I mean, yeah, this looks like a really, really, really great week for you. The only thing is, make sure that this person, try to get them to understand why you make decisions the way you do, so that they can see more clearly, what's really going on, and let them know about your intuition, that, if your gut's not feeling it, or, some part of you, like, let them know, so that they know why you're making decisions. Like, my gut's saying don't do it, so, that's what I got right now, type of thing. Let's pick a few more cards. The Turtle and Coriander, satisfaction. So yeah, you've got the satisfaction card, and I think here you weren't satisfied, but over here you're definitely going to be satisfied. I mean, your near future, the Ace of Wands, your potential outcome, the Four of Wands. So lots of great energy here this week. Yeah, and I think that you will have this week and just be satisfied. Divinity. Every moment is filled with divinity. Cherish it. So yeah, that's a good idea and that helps you live in the moment, right? And not live in the past or the future, which this week looks great for that. It looks like you're just like trekking ahead, like what's gonna be next? Okay, Spirit, what advice do you have for Capricorn for this week? You could use some self-care time, like now, schedule it in. So yeah, if you're feeling like you need some self-care, by all means, I mean, you've got to take care of yourself first before you can really, address this person who doesn't quite get really what's going on. So yeah, take some time, think about it, do some spiritual work, and get with your higher power and align yourself up. And I think this week looks really great for you. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you at your next reading.